today. From Soldier Field in Chicago, it's Week 14 of the NFL on EA Sports.
Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway.
Fielded just outside the goal line.
Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here.
And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37.
So here are the Bears now for their opening drive.
They'll be led out by a first-round pick back in 2021 from Ohio State. It's Justin Fields.
That was a solid performance last week, wasn't it? 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, ran the team well, won the ball game. Bottom line, may not have been earth-shattering, but it didn't need to be.
They'll start on the ground with Montgomery. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Fields now to throw.
He's got Gore.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down. Up the middle, it's Montgomery. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down.
Launches deep. A jump ball, and this is caught.
And it appears we have a Charger shaken up on that last play.
So after the big play, look at this. All the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10.
Fields tapping it forward, jet sweep.
And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Fields got his tight end. That's complete. That's Clark. Touchdown, Bears! A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Bears will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon.
Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. So this drive spans 7 plays. And it culminates in a touchdown for Chicago.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
So here's the Charger offense making their way out.
And at quarterback from the University of Oregon, it's Justin Herbert.
I like this guy, and the reason I do, he tends to stand an even keel. Doesn't let too much ruffle him. He will manage the game the way it needs to be managed, take what the defense gives him, and then he can strike at times. Had a touchdown pass. Yes, he had an interception last week, but he found a way for his team to win.
And he'll be corralled right around the 34. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down. Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler.
And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert.
He's going to let it go end zone for Allen.
And a high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete. The Chargers at 9-3 here on the year. They've been playing their best football of the year, winners of 4 in a row.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Great way to convert on 3rd down there, 21 yards the play. Running on 1st down, Eckler. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. The numbers for him from a week ago, 21 carries, 91 yards.
And as we discovered in talking with the coaching staff prior to the game, going up against a team that struggled against the run has only emboldened them to run the football more. I expect 40 to 50 carries in this game.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. Herbert now. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Against a team coming off a win just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. McPherson's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So both teams come away with points on their opening drives. Now they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I show my age a little bit, partner, because I can hear my high school coach, John Ford. I can hear his voice in my head. Laddie, when you put the ball in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. But the way the game's being played now, this is just part of what they do, so I don't think they should change anything at all. They've been dominant. Keep throwing it around.
Fields on 1st down. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Well, this defense for the Chargers, they played really well in the win over the Raiders a week ago.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now
Fields hit, and the ball is loose. And picked up by the Chargers. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused, because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
On the ground, it's Eckler. Down inside the 40.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. The former 3rd-round pick, Justin Jones, bringing the lumber that time.
If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on third down. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4.
Like any team playing, they're looking for touchdowns to try and help their cause. But in this case, he does get them a little closer at least if they think a field goal turns out to be the better call here.
Here we go on 4th. Herbert. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The 4th down play doesn't work for the Chargers, and the Bears will get the football back. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And good work there in open space. He's got this all the way down now to the 32.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
Now Fields.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. Looking to throw again on second down. Fields. He finds his man, complete. That's Clark.
And they're going to move it down inside the 25. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll try and run for the first with Dillon.
He's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. 4th down.
They tried their best to pick up that 3rd and 1, but their surge wasn't enough to counteract what came back at them from the defensive side, was it?
Offensive line, especially in the middle, looked like they were on skates a little bit when that one started.
So now we bring up 4th and inches. This will be a critical call.
And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th.
So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here. 1st and 10.
Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Myers.
And the Bears are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good time.
Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sack back around the 8. Joey Bosa, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. On second down, Montgomery. 7 big yards on the carry there to get him within range of the goal line with 3rd down upcoming.
Some good strong running right there, some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
About a half yard from the end zone, 3rd and goal. They'll fake the handoff, now Fields.
Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sack back around the 8.
Kenneth Murray
coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th. And his kick is good. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Charger drive about to get going.
They're coming off a 4th down gamble that last drive that backfired, CD, but really not as badly as it could. Their defense held up and only gave up 3 points.
And what they want to do is play off the momentum the defense gave them. Only giving up the 3 points in that situation after they failed on 4th down. Now they want to make it pay off They want to pay homage to the defense and have their own drive pay off in points for themselves.
And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now second down.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Herbert will give this one to Eckler.
Down to the 30 after a gain of 3. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Our score 10-3 with 2 minutes remaining in quarter number 2. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Play action. It's Herbert. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's McKinney. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Eckler now between the tackles. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9.
Now that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play.
And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Justin Herbert, a 9-yard touchdown run. And the Chargers are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Throwing again on second down. Fields. That's complete into the hands of Myers. A very good move, but for a relatively modest gain out near the 32. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Fields on 3rd down. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On 4th down, here's Brett Kern to punt the football away. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
Eckler going to get it again on 2nd down.
And he'll get it down to the 47 here. And now they come up and spike it to stop the clock.
Here's 2nd and 10.
A shotgun snap for Herbert. Oh, leaping, and he makes the grab. And now the clock will stop as he's able to get up and spike it here.
2nd and 10. We're all knotted up at 10, but it appears that may change soon. Only question is, will they have to settle for 3? Touchdown, Chargers! Mike Williams in the final seconds of the first half. And the Chargers have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. So they're able to break the tie just before halftime. Now they just don't want anything crazy to happen on the ensuing kickoff.
Yeah, they want to just add the extra point, get the kickoff taken care of, and get to the locker room with the lead that they fought so hard to get.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes it a 17-10 score. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. And some room to work. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. And we're going to get a timeout. With 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we have reached halftime. Intermission with the visiting Chargers on top. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you and Charles in a bit. But first, let's get to some of these scores around the NFL here in a busy Week 14.
All right, we'll bypass the halftime show in favor of returning to this late season game with the teams coming back from the locker rooms here a bit early. So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the third quarter. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Charger drive about to get going. First down, Justin Herbert. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. Going on the ground with Eckler. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 60 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now. Hotly contested in the third quarter. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
39 yards on the punt, give him just 1 yard on the return. And the Bears take over. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Throwing on third down, Fields. Flushed out, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Leo Chanel able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
Here's Brett Kern now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. It's taken to the 26, and I think the ball's out.
It's been a struggle all game for them on offense. This was a chance to maybe provide a little bit of a spark with a punt return. Unfortunately, that spark got doused.
Yeah, and you call special teams the third phase, but you see here it can be the first phase sometimes.
That is so true, right? It can ignite it one way or the other, and boy, that didn't help them at all.
And they're going to get this up to midfield. Up the middle with Eckler. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. Now, hang on. We got an injured player down there. Oh, boy, that's Odell Beckham Jr., OBJ, who's hurting. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. And he's taken down inside the 30. Same exact result as last play, a pickup of 11.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Here's Herbert. And this is incomplete. T.Y. Hilton, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
Out of the gun, Herbert. And this is caught at the 8. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. And now they're in the hurry-up. Eckler will take this into the end zone for a Charger touchdown. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the 3rd quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Fields it right around the goal line.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And he goes out of bounds after a solid return to the 45. So holding will scratch off some of that return.
And I know fans get frustrated when they see penalties of this sort on kick returns, but it is difficult to do it right against these moving targets at full speed. Hard to do.
Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Off play action, Fields.
Sliding it, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Joey Bosa getting him once again, his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
So 8 yards on the completion there, and that'll bring up 4th down. Here's Brett Kern now as he's on to punt for Chicago. This is taken at the 15. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because What you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you feel like you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win.
A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Johnson. And the Bears are going to take possession of the football. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Running left, Montgomery. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Now it's Fields. That's complete to Mooney. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's Fields. And that's going to wind up incomplete. Nearly their first pick of the game, but it does bring up 4th down. Now we've got a field goal coming up here for Chicago. He hit his first. Now this one from 48 yards away. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. Well, the 3 points certainly helps, but you feel like, Charles, at this stage of the game, when you force those turnovers, need to start converting them into touchdowns.
Yeah, I'm a little bit surprised myself because I thought in this situation they were thinking end zone or bust. Now they got to rely on their defense, get the ball back again for another opportunity to get 6 points.
The Charger drive about to get going. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. Herbert. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right sideline. Following the play here, now we've got an injury. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. Eluding the pressure right. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. The Chargers on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the 1st there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a 1st down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news, but this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. Here's Fields. Wide open receiver, complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Read option, here's Montgomery. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Back to throw, Fields. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And this won't be enough. Stopped a yard short after a gain of 3, 4th down.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the 1st down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
And he will have the 1st down as he's brought down up near midfield. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Out of the gun, Fields. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And the Chargers will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be. On the give, this is Eckler. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
That gives him 98 yards in this game, and he's got to feel pretty good about that, but the entire offense does. The big thing, though, Brandon, they've got to get to 100, though.
You think he knows he's at 98?
I think someone has told him by now, and here's the thing. Getting to 100 or more is tangible evidence that you've had a nice day running the football, and that's what his offensive line wants for him and for themselves.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. Here's the backup now, the former Badger, Melvin Gordon. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. With the late lead, Herbert's going to throw it. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Herbert off of play action. He'll buy some time right. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Herbert able to show his wheels as he gets the 1st. They'll run it up the middle now. Gordon. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. 1st and goal, Melvin Gordon. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Now it's Herbert. Rolling to his right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. He was waving his arms, wanted the football, but he dropped it. And that reminds me of a story you told me from your days at Tennessee. We don't need to mention the other guy's name, but when he dropped an open pass that you blew coverage on, what'd you say to him?
Yeah, it's really not right.
Touchdown! Odell Beckham! A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Chargers add on to their lead, and they are also closing in on a 5th straight victory. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now.
A 10-play drive that time.
And it's OBJ, Odell Beckham, who ends it with a touchdown reception. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. Well, probably not much that they can do at this point, CD. Down 3 scores late in the fourth quarter. This is going to be a little too much to overcome, you would think.
Yeah, they'll go down swinging, but in the end, I think we saw the writing on the wall a while back because one team was clearly better than the other in this one. And while it didn't quite reach blowout status, I think we knew who was going to win this one well before we got to this stage.
On second down, here's Fields.
Being chased out left. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. 14 yards and a Chicago first down.
To throw is Fields.
Throwing left side, it's complete.
And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. Now a first down throw, Fields.
It's complete. It's Gore. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down. So this one's over. It's in the win column for the L.A. Chargers. And it was their defense that led the way, allowing just 3 points, that lone field goal in the entire second half.
And remember the old adage, offense sells tickets. Defense does what?
Wins championships.
And in this game, maybe a championship wasn't won, but a game was by the defense, right? Held them to just a field goal. That's a heck of a job. I mean, when they went out there with that determination and a pretty good game plan, pretty good idea of what they wanted to accomplish, just love the execution, love the tenacity, love the way they finished.
So for the Chargers, it's a 10th win on the year as they move to 10-3.